So I've seen Rent a Girlfriend. Yes, the first episode to be specific. I haven't read the manga before. I've actually held the manga in my hands one time ago, but the title made me think that the story would be, well, cringe-worthy. Since so many people of this trash community have started watching the series and indicated that it's probably a good series to watch, I gave it a try. Let's move to the 3 categories I'm going to put my review in. The effects, the story, and the characters. Since it seemingly is a slice-of-life romantic comedy anime, I shouldn't be a big surprise that you shouldn't expect any wild CGI action scenes. From my point of perspective, the series seems to be well animated, and I didn't find a scene where something was off, having the quality of animation in mind. Let's move to the story. I'll do my best to avoid any spoilers. As the anime's title suggests, the series is built around the concept of a phone app that allows you to pay a stranger woman to go on dates with you. The series follows Kazuya through tough times where he got dumped by his girlfriend. Out of a depressed state and jealousy that his ex-girlfriend found a new partner already, he finds out about the Rent a Girlfriend phone app, so he tries it. I, for my own part, had the strong feeling of being led through the story. The characters act a certain weird way to get the story going on to the next point, which didn't feel natural to me. Last and very much least, the characters. Kazuya and the woman he paid to date him, Chizuru, are both roughly in the age of 20. They go to college, but they act like teenagers from a children's sitcom. When I think about it, I would probably compare it to iCarly. Many problems and situations only occur because of their childish behavior, which could easily be avoided if Kazuya would stand his ground and if he'd be honest to his family and to himself. The problems wouldn't happen. And please don't tell me, oh, but if he did that, this series would be finished after 2 minutes. Story writing always has something in mind when being written. The writer of this piece of art, probably the mangaka, had a certain type of person in mind when creating the characters. And that's completely fine, but the main characters act immature and simply too proud to show their own weaknesses to others, which is a weakness itself. But since there are actual people like that, I don't see it as a problem in writing. No, the problem lies within me. I simply hate adolescent people who think they have to prove themselves. Having a girlfriend doesn't make you mature or an adult or complete. The only thing that makes you grow up is you. And I simply hate coming-of-age stories where the main characters are immature. But if you don't have problems in watching these kinds of characters, don't mind the last few words of mine that I just said. Time for the end result of my review. I'll stay honest with you guys, I have watched many anime over the past few years. Over 100 or so. I've watched the Weep Anthem video, as well as the Oni-chan is dead video, as well as several other disturbing, weird, or simply cringe-worthy things. I live by the creed of live and let live. And by having that in mind, I never feel the urge to feel ashamed of others. But this first episode made me cringe the entire episode long. There is actually a picture that shows you pretty well how I looked during the episode. Just like that, the entire time. I'm not even joking. I can't stand people that lie to look good, or people who think they have to show a certain behavior to the society just to be a grown-up person. If you're a grown-up person, you simply stop giving a damn. I did my best in the 3 categories for you to kinda get a feeling of the strengths of this anime, but to be honest, this review is more for myself than for you guys. And I'm actually glad that I've watched that cringy episode. I don't even know if I'm going to continue watching. I usually finish slice of life anime, since it's my favorite genre, but the cringing didn't feel good. But as I said, I'm glad. I'm glad to have watched this episode, because for the past few years, I haven't had that much motivation for anything. I'm just sitting in my seat all day, feeling depressed and scared of what I should do with my life. But this episode of Rent a Girlfriend, and probably the rest of the series as well, was so cringeworthy to me that I got the motivation to make this video. So thanks TMS, thanks Japan, thanks Earth for making this happen. My ant rating is 1 out of 5 fishes I don't know the name of. See you in the next vid. Gordyrroy's out. Date tenchi desu mono